should I leave the door open or is your mom coming home soon?
I have no idea. I think it's okay.
Actually, I kind of need my phone. It's gonna be all like all the audio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'll just cancel.
If it happens to this, at least we. I don't know what I was gonna say.
It's recording on. We just gotta. What? What?
At least we watched the movie.
Oh, I thought you said we gotta rewatch the movie. I was like, what?
At least we watched the movie.
Just save Audacity this time. Just in case.
Yeah. I'll make sure.
Yeah. Just came out of theaters, guys.
We watched it in theaters finally.
Finally.
After so long.
We did it.
We had to find a later showtime.
Yeah, just we had to find a later showtime in
In a good theater.
a good theater. That was the problem. We need comfortable seats.
Yeah.
But we did it.
Yeah.
Give me a little intermission.
Almost didn't happen.
Almost didn't happen.
Yeah.
We almost borked this again.
Yeah, we had to call a bunch of theaters. Only one had it.
Bring our own sound system.
Yeah, that's crazy. The theater made us bring our own sound system.
We had to buy our own Blu-ray copy too.
Just to play it.
Yeah.
Finally.
Finally.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. I think while you're doing your sunset, my favorite moment of this whole experience was when you had to use the restroom.
Yeah.
So you paused the movie, and then me and Jesse realized there's still an hour and a half.
Yes. I looked at the player and said it was only an hour and a half in.
That's so crazy. I told Jesse, I was like, why do we stop the movie for him? He's seen it already.
No, I haven't.
I thought he did.
Wait, I thought you have.
I have not seen this.
I think he said he was going to see it without us, but he didn't.
I said that last week just to make a point.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you haven't seen this movie?
No, I have not.
Okay, then it's perfectly fine that you paused it.
John almost made me think I should hit play.
I'm glad you did. Could you imagine if you playing?
I mean, it was only a couple.
To rewind.
It was only like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a lot of water.
Yeah, it
You
was.
just missed a lot of water. That's all.
Finally,
Finally. Are you ready?
almost.
Almost ready.
Give yourself a sip.
I have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
Nice. Nice.
Pretty lame, but
Yeah. Earlier I was saying I was like I almost didn't want to watch this because I had so many Blu-rays and DVDs in my backpack we could have chose from. You want to see what you could have had?
let's see.
All right, let's see what we can have.
Oh,
You have
boy.
some time. You have some
Okay.
time. All right. All right, so here we go. We got Uncut Gems, which
Oh, I
is this is
would've-
a pretty good choice.
Yeah.
I got They Live because I like that movie. Black Dynamite because I like that movie. Kentucky Fried Movie. I haven't seen it. Dungeons and Dragons: Wrath of the Dragon God.
Whoa.
That's for you.
Ooh.
I actually I have
Oh my god.
I have 2 copies of this somehow, but there's also another Dungeons and Dragons movie, so it's a double feature.
Ooh.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamonds Unbreakable, Attack from Beneath.
Oh, that was a live action JoJo.
Yeah, it's live action. That
Yeah.
was live action.
Interesting.
Which is Atlantic Rim. The Calamari Wrestler, which is
Calamari.
interesting. Death Kappa. Hannibal Holocaust is just we weren't really gonna watch it, but I brought it just in case. And Eraserhead. I couldn't
Ooh.
find.
You said bring a couple movies over.
Yeah, this is a couple
That's more than
a couple
That's-
dozen.
That's a handful.
I
Yeah.
think we would probably chose Uncut Gems.
I felt like we would have too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was on my radar.
I was considering buying
Robot.
Huh?
Robot.
The Wild Robot, yeah, and then Neferatu.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. There. You go.
Yeah.
Neferatu's his cousin.
It's gay cousin.
He doesn't suck the blood.
That's his
He
nephew.
sucks,
Never mind. Never mind.
he sucks the blood from other places.
I'm gonna have to listen to the episode back to see what Albert just said.
Oh, I said his nephew because I thought you said Neferatu.
It's pretty close.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's a pun.
It's pretty lame.
Yeah, it's a pun.
It's okay.
I also saw some Studio Ghibli double packs
Walmart.
at Walmart.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, we wanted to watch the movie we watched, and it somehow worked out.
Yay!
Me and Albert, after agreeing to doing this, both were like hoping that you would take the alternative of we could just record in a later week
Yep.
because
why?
the release of Monster Hunter has been better than expected,
Yep.
and we were just enjoying that instead.
Wait, but he was already here, right?
No.
Oh, okay. You were just wanting me to be like,
we were
all right.
this morning. We were both thinking it,
Yeah.
and then when I got here, we both talked about it.
You're like, oh man, hopefully he just gives up
Yep.
and he says, sorry guys.
Yeah, we said that if Albert's the one that said if you don't find the movie, it's okay. Just go home and we could do it a different day.
Yep.
And then for whatever reason, I just said, or we could watch something else. And then I immediately shot myself in the foot because it's like, why would I say that?
Because we could be playing Monster Hunter right now.
Seriously.
There was some Monster Hunter inspired stuff in this movie, right?
Other way around, probably.
Yeah.
This
Well,
came out first.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the creatures are pretty Monster Hunter-y?
No,
No?
it's okay. I still got 2 days.
What happens after 2 days? You die?
Go back to work.
Oh. Well, then you have 2 days every weekend, 3 days, right?
I also have homework though.
Yeah.
So I was playing my homework videos while the movie was going.
Yeah.
So whenever the questions would pop up, I would just be like, okay, let me just fill this out real quick. Luckily, most of the material is stuff that I already know, so it's not like I'm losing out. But
That's good.
Yeah. That's good.
I
got
need
your
to get a
homework
head
done.
start some way. And
Yeah. 3 hours of homework.
3 hours of homework. I should have done it sooner. I didn't do it until like midway into the movie when he went to the restroom. I was like, I should just be doing this real quick.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay. So if you guys haven't figured it out already from us rambling, we watched Avatar: The Way of Water.
Woo! Avatar 2. Finally.
Yeah. Thoughts on it before watching the movie? Obviously we wanted to play a game, but were you excited to finally watch it? I
Yep.
thought you had watched it before.
No.
I
And
thought-
I'm just glad we got our surround system working.
Yeah, it sounded really good.
Yeah, we will have to figure out if it's permanently going to be like that. We're going to have issues going forward with
No issues
Cable.
so far.
if it has problems, we have
Yeah.
backup plans.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather just get
A better
a new Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
a 4K player.
4K player. We have to upgrade our
The
Oh,
projector
set up
would have to be
projector.
4K
Yeah.
too before we do
I'm just
that.
kidding.
You have a 4K player. It's called your PS5.
Yeah, it's not working.
Oh.
Oh.
It's currently down
Oops.
for maintenance.
Oh.
We have another PS5 in the house.
Yeah. But then that's just a hassle of unhooking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really should get it fixed so I can hook it up to a projector and then I could just play PlayStation here.
Yeah. Surround sound.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Surround sound PlayStation.
Plays surround station. That didn't work out.
Okay.
Okay.
Thoughts? Were you excited?
I can't remember how we rated the last movie. I was kind of lukewarm on the last movie, or maybe a little bit on the positive side. And I was like, this is probably gonna be overhyped. I remember when it came out, people were like, yeah, that was a long wait for, meh, whatever. But I was
So no.
neither. I wasn't excited,
Middle
nor
of the
was
road.
I dissuade, or maybe it's not the right word.
I mean, I'm kind of definitely on the same side as you where after watching the first one again, after not seeing the first one for a while,
Mm-hmm.
I was not too excited for this one. I mean, it's been a joke on our podcast since this one came out that you were just going to eventually do it, and we just kept pushing it back. Like,
Yeah.
Just pushing it along, making me wait.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wasn't that excited.
Okay. Well, I was mostly excited to see, not for the story, but for how it looks,
Yeah.
how the world is made, how the characters living in the water. That's what I was looking forward to, and I feel that blew me away.
If we had a 4K player,
Yeah, even better.
that would have been even better.
Right.
You know what I'm excited for?
Monster Hunter.
To get this podcast over with, so
Oh,
let me go into the
Okay,
details.
let's go.
It's directed by James Cameron.
Yep.
I could not find a tagline for this movie, so
Way of Water.
Way of water
It's a way of water. The water is the way.
begins and ends with the water.
Yep.
Hmm.
That
The
was-
budget is $350 million.
Woo, baby.
Dang,
Uh,
same as Captain America
it-
4.
Yes.
Same as Captain America 4.
Oh, okay. By the way, I switched the title,
Okay.
to its actual title on
What are you talking about?
YouTube.
Oh, you switched it?
Yeah, I was like, this is not gonna get us views if you just do Captain America 4. So I switched it to its,
America 4.
so I switched it to its actual name.
I'll do it on
Um,
Spotify, I guess.
The box office worldwide was just over
700.
$2 $320 million.
When did it come out? Or did you? Is
22.
it coming up?
Huh?
Did you say when the movie came out, or is that down the list?
It's right next.
Okay.
December
Sorry.
16th, 2022.
Yep.
Okay.
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Runtime of 3 hours and 12 minutes. It's rated PG-13. Jesse has it on Vudu, but we watched it on Blu-ray because we watched it in our theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same room, right here.
Yeah.
The same spot. It's right over there.
Really, yeah, right there.
This thing.
Yeah.
We paid a collection of $40 for this movie.
Yeah?
30 plus the 10 I bought it on.
Oh, plus the equipment.
Oh yeah, well yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, we're not
We're
including
not-
that.
we're
This is a
This is a cheaper
big
way.
investment
Well,
for.
I think maybe in total, maybe under $200 though for
yeah,
everything.
I had this for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely under 200.
And that.
That was
screen?
like 50, 60 bucks,
Okay.
or $40 maybe.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
We
did it.
We did it. High five. High five. High five.
And John's walls. Thank you.
It took some collateral damage. It's
Next
worth
time, just don't let Jesse do your works.
Jesse's learned. He
I
takes
would
stuff
hope
on
so.
walls
Yeah.
for a living now.
You had to sacrifice a different one wall first. Two.
With that being said, let's go ahead and do our Sell That Sip. It's a 6-word summary of the movie. Go ahead, Albert. Or do you want? Actually, you can be last. You can be
Okay.
last. Jesse, go ahead. We'll go backwards.
Okay. All right. 3 hours felt like 3 years. I'm just kidding. That's not my real one. In the water, no one can see tears.
So you were emotional though?
I got a little emotional
Okay.
during the son's death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, spoilers.
Which son? Yes.
They have sons and daughters.
The sun in the sky.
Yeah, that one died.
My Sell That Sip was 3 hours of beauty. For what?
Mm.
I actually really like this movie, but I feel like
It's
it could
long.
have been cut
It's
short.
long.
Yeah, it could have definitely been cut shorter. Sorry, Albert.
That's okay. No, I think I agree.
Okay.
A gorgeous spectacle making a legacy, and I think it's behind the story. I don't know about that, but I think how it looks, the world that James Cameron built, all the special effects that Weta and all the other special effects teams that made this happen, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like, even though we're not watching in the best conditions, it still looks
What do you mean by that?
Crazy.
No, I'm just kidding.
we talked about it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next step is blackout curtains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then some fancy projector after that.
Yeah. Then yeah.
Don't know what that's going to be, but
And
that's
then
yeah.
some better stereo equipment after that.
Maybe.
Just constantly upgrade.
Oh yeah, that's the plan.
Better house. Oh.
That's a little down the line.
All right, let's go ahead and rate it out of 10 weird
Whale
sealfish
things.
whale thingies.
Well, lobster, kaiju things.
The crab robot machine.
The crab robot.
Yeah.
machines. Out of 10 Eggman crab machines.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we know where Sonic got their idea from.
Yep.
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 Probably. And just to tell the audience, we watched this like less than half an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, half an hour ago.
Yeah, 20 minutes. First impressions, like a 8. 8.
Okay. Okay.
I'm in agreement with you. I think it's an 8.
I was kind of fluctuating between like at the beginning like a 6, and it was like it went higher, and then it was kind of lower, and I
Yep.
was like, I'm gonna give it a 7. I really liked it. Was it worth the 2009 to 2022? Is that 13-year wait? I say it was pretty worth it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like visually, it's amazing. I'm going to keep on saying that or something to that
Yeah.
line.
It made me tear up, which not super hard to do, but if a movie does that, then it got me a little bit,
Yeah.
at least.
I mean, it also tugged at your heartstrings because
Yeah.
you know you're a father now.
am
Soon
I a
to
father
be.
now? Soon to
Soon
be,
to
right?
be, yeah.
But you're developing those feelings.
Yeah, I'm developing
Yeah.
those feelings.
You have
yeah.
something you have to take care of now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go kill some robots for my daughter.
Um.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a break from all this Avatar talk and get right into our drink that we finally.
I'm so hungry too, but okay.
There's some Doritos.
That's okay. I'm going to be munching all episode long. It's a Kool-Aid. This is my first time reading it. It's a Kool-Aid flavored tropical punch, 0 sugar, rise fuel.
Yeah.
Who bought this? I have no idea what this is.
I
Probably
think I bought
Jesse.
this.
Just an energy drink.
Yeah, it came from the Fry's
Oh.
in my house. It's all discounted.
Okay. We're dang down to $1.41.
What was it before?
It does not. Oh, it was $2.42.
Dang, we saved $1 almost.
All right.
Let's blow this taco stand.
How's it smell?
First sip.
Smells like
or
Kool-Aid.
First smell.
Oh, and it's purple.
It's purple. If you want more, let me know.
No, I'm good.
Bubbly.
Bubble. Oh yeah.
Couldn't tell if you were Hulk Hogan or Macho Man.
That
Randy
was the
Savage.
Kool-Aid man.
Oh man,
Smells like it.
it does.
Just fizzy.
That's not terrible.
It's a little flat.
Well, how old is it?
I don't know.
It's definitely a little flat. It has a weird aftertaste, but it's not
Yeah,
bad.
that's the.
Artificial.
Yeah, it's covered up. I don't know.
It's got the yeah, it's covered up.
There's a sticker.
All right. I mean, it's cool.
3.
Yeah.
I don't
that's
like
what
the
I was saying.
aftertaste. Too.
I'm not drinking this ever again, but it was nice to try.
It's not bad, but I wouldn't pick it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While Albert's finishing up his drink, I'm gonna read the characters. Okay, so spoiler alert. I did this before before watching the movie. I did the outline,
Mm-hmm.
so I was having a very hard time of like not trying to spoil the movie for me while trying to figure out who the important characters were.
Good luck.
So I only included one kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
When I should have probably included all 3 of them or
Yeah.
4 of them. But-
That's okay. That's okay.
So for the sake of being non-exclusive, I guess I don't know. I'm just gonna include the 2 adult leads and the bad guy.
Okay. All right.
Sam Worthington plays Jake Sully. Zoe Saldana plays Neytiri, and then Stephen Lang returns to play Quaritch.
Quartz.
Quaritch. It's a Q.
Quartz. Quartz. Am I saying a Q or a K?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
Very similar, I guess.
Yeah.
Gorge.
Gorge.
Torch. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's talk about it. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. I think I'm just exhausted from.
Are you reading all the baby
Cast,
names?
yeah.
Oh, okay. The baby names.
the baby names. Sigourney Weaver does play as her
daughter.
daughter.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and Corge does play as his self.
Yes.
What?
Because he's the bad guy
Yeah,
in the first movie.
one. Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that joke out there. I don't know.
Sigourney Weaver played as the young
Yeah.
daughter.
Yeah, voice acted
Interesting.
at least.
I don't know why I felt like
I didn't catch that either.
I didn't. I don't know.
No?
That's pretty good.
I knew because of the outline. I didn't know it was gonna be her granddaughter or daughter or whatever.
Yeah.
So
She passed away in the first movie, right? Pretty sure.
yes,
At the end, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming like when she passed away and they let her rest with the tree thing, and then the baby connected to her
Somehow.
somehow.
Hmm.
It just like flooded her with those
It's a little mysterious.
voice acting.
Maybe.
Yep.
Wait. Is that her? That's her Navi's form's kid, actual kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was she pregnant at the time that she?
No. But that's why they joke in the movie they don't know who the father is.
It's
And we still
immaculate conception.
They don't know.
Yeah.
They were
is-
making fun of like the guy from Dodgeball was in his what are they called?
Oh, the memory. Yeah. The drift. For lack of a better term.
What?
The drift.
His avatar?
His avatar?
But in the memories, right, of the Avatar.
No?
What
What are you
are
talking?
you
What are you?
What are we
talking
talking
about?
about?
They were the two kids were making a joke that the guy from Dodgeball's
Yeah.
avatar, he was going into his avatar and borking the
Oh.
dead
Yeah.
lady's
Oh.
avatar.
Okay.
And then they're like, "Oh, see, look, he's always in the film. Look,
Norm.
he's giving her the
Norm.
His name's Norm.
yeah, he's giving her the look.
Yeah.
He's still gonna be a Dodgeball guy to me."
Yeah.
Dodgeball guy.
His name is probably Norman Dodgeball too. He's gonna look,
I'm gonna look it up.
up. Watch it. It's something similar.
I don't know. Just to start on the negative, I don't know how I feel about the
Human kid.
No, well, first we'll get to that.
Let him finish.
But the recurring cast, like
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver, Stephen Lang, all the other grunts, like if you can't think of another like evil or bad guy or something, then why even make a sequel? I mean, it was fun. Like I enjoyed like the visuals of it, and
Yeah.
but it just seems kind of like a cop out. Like this guy, they had overcome this guy, and now he's just back as
Big Daddy Blue.
Bigger
Big Daddy
version.
Blue, yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy Blue.
Why
What-
so blue?
Which really means that they can just send more copies of him.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they have the consciousness, right? In
Yeah.
some digital form.
Right.
Yeah. That's the next movie where it's just an army of him
Exactly.
coming to fight Sully.
He couldn't do it as a human, and he couldn't do it as what are the actual aliens called?
Navi.
Navi, right?
He couldn't do it as a human. He couldn't do it as a Navi. Now let's send 100 Navis of him.
Yeah.
They just all connect to a part of the planet and they just corrupt it
Mm.
from the ins
Psychologically.
outside in.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
Don't say it.
The Matrix.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Anderson. Except he'd be Mr. Sully, you know?
Mr. Solerson.
Mr. Solerson.
Back again.
Oh, it will be the Matrix at that point.
Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I think he did a
Owen. in
Owen?
Dodgeball.
Norm Owen.
Owen Norm.
That yeah. I feel like although he didn't really add anything to the movie, he wasn't any worse. He's just the same.
He's literally the same villain,
Yeah.
just in a blue body.
He had a little bit of like nuance when he was like interacting with his kid. A little bit. Just
a
a
little bit. Just to show his human
Just-
side.
He's in the third one, they joined forces to fight the greater evil. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm messing around.
Capitalism.
Capitalism. unobtainium in the first movie.
Yep.
They had to start up the unobtainium accords to make sure all the tribes get their get their share of adamantium. I mean unobtainium. And one turns into the Red Hulk,
Oh boy. One turns into the giant flying one.
the giant flying one.
The flying bird from the last movie.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that'd be a good sequel. What's it called? Fire and Ash?
Yeah.
Okay. So is there a fire tribe like the Goron style? They're
We'll see.
like a big rocky creature
They live in the desert.
live in the desert.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they go or how much they could just keep doing that
Yeah.
same thing. It's
Yeah.
kind of like dumb.
Yeah.
It's not a good movie plan to just keep having him run away to join another tribe to learn how to be part of that tribe.
Yeah. I mean, now he's supposedly ready to fight, so
That's probably why.
That's
it's
what he
called-
said in the last movie, right? Like, this is my home. He got accepted, so he was with the tree of wisdom or the knowledge tree. It's
the All Mother.
The All Mother.
Awa.
Maybe he is gonna move on to a different tribe. Maybe he isn't, but I don't know. Like, how many different types of subspecies of Navi are there on this planet? And the water ones are cool. They're different. Their forearms are bigger. Their
Tails are thicker.
tails are thicker. Their chest cavity probably for lungs. I feel like there's
Yeah.
a slight difference in the lung capacities. So there's differences you notice, and I think that's super awesome that they paid attention to those small details,
Mhm.
semi-small to bigger details, and they incorporated it into the actual design. They have a different shade of blue. It's more like a greenish, teal,
Yeah.
turquoise.
More to match the water.
Yeah, so it's like all that stuff is really awesome. Like they took the time to plan it out, and everything looks good. It sounds good from what I thought. We actually had a well in here at one point in time. How good the sound was.
Do you regret not seeing it in theaters?
Still, yes.
Yeah,
Do you regret not seeing it in theaters?
yeah.
now?
If it's a Tuesday night classic, I'll go see it in the
Yeah.
movies. Would you see it in the movie theater with
Mm.
popcorn?
I would see it in. It would have to be like a spectacle type of theater, you know, like
IMAX.
4D.
4DX or IMAX, you know, something where it's not just gonna be your plain old movie experience. Because I felt like that's what we got
Yeah.
just here.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't as loud and it wasn't as visually stunning here because of our limitations, but it was close enough for me to where if it's just gonna be in a regular movie theater, I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
waste 3 hours on it.
We just wait 3 years for every movie, and we just watch it in here and save the money.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of paying what 20 plus bucks on the movie, and
Snacks.
Yeah.
that's another 20 plus bucks.
Yeah, it's like $40 a person, basically. Maybe not that much. Maybe like 25 a person. $75. We can just buy it one time.
All right. And then enjoy it
Yeah.
Yeah.
again.
but, the next one I'll definitely try to make an effort to go see in theaters.
I'm gonna see it
Fire.
without you guys.
Yeah,
if I have to.
You don't have to wait for us.
I think we're all on board for the third one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think I was more on board for the third one now after watching this one
Yeah.
than I was watching the second one after the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Was it when you went to the restroom, you looked up and you're like, they have 5 of these planned?
Yeah,
That's
like,
crazy.
that's
Yeah.
crazy, but I don't know. It depends on what they do with the next one. If they do a similar story where they're just going somewhere else, then I'm checked out after. Like,
Then it's repetitive. Yeah.
yeah. I'm assuming, and I was just kind of like looking up too. My thought is Ash Fire, obviously, would mean because of like war and stuff.
Yep.
I would assume that it's gonna go back to like the human Navi conflict instead of mostly just visual stuff and
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Do they have titles for 4 and 5?
No,
No.
they're just 4 and 5 right now. Let me double check.
You think they're gonna? It's gonna be a name of this Ash and Fires. You said is based because of war.
Mm-hmm.
It's not based on a tribe.
Tribe,
No.
no.
Okay.
Well, that's what you're thinking, or that's what it's confirmed.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's what I was reading as like speculation. But
Yeah. Okay.
it would make no sense to have a tribe centered around fire and ash.
Lava people.
I don't want to see that.
No.
No.
Okay.
Then it becomes kind of repetitive.
Yeah, but then he masters all the elements and he becomes the avatar of the avatars.
We already have that though.
He is the avatar of the avatars. That's the plot of the first movie.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll
Okay.
see. We'll see more because it's supposed to be releasing at the end of this year,
What? Oh yeah, you heard. Okay.
Yeah.
December 19th, 2025.
It's
is the
yeah.
scheduled release time.
It's a little shorter.
Buy our tickets now.
It's a shorter time gap compared
Yeah.
to the first and second. So
Wasn't he just waiting for
technology.
technology to catch up to his storyline?
I think it's here.
Well, yeah, we saw
Yeah.
it.
I know. I mean, I'm just saying.
The
Just
technology's up to par.
That's why
Yeah.
there was such a big gap
Yeah.
between the.
I'm confirming. I'm
Yeah.
voicing it out loud. I'm not telling you.
Well, I mean, the first one was like delayed for what a decade or so. because
Yeah.
he was waiting for that one to come up too. So
Yeah, I don't think we'll have to wait too long for these next
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5.
yeah,
Yep.
And then on top of that, just looking around, it says that 4 is scheduled for 2029 and 5 is scheduled for 2031.
I mean, that seems like it's so far away, but I feel like it's not that far away.
Yeah. 5
It's
years.
crazy. Yeah. Well, 31 is
6,
6 years.
depending on what time.
So in 6 years, we'll have 3 more Avatar movies. That's two a year. They're pushing them out pretty fast.
I mean, they should be able to now since technology caught up, but
Yeah.
we'll see what that means in terms of like story.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's had so long to develop the story.
yeah,
I think that
I don't
We're
think it's
in
gonna be like any
decent
other.
hands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with that.
we're in decent hands.
It's not like Marvel that's just pumping out the.
Marvel and DC right now,
Yeah.
just pumping and dumping.
and you get so many. I'm sure with Marvel, you have so many people in the pot,
yeah.
in the kitchen, try to write up a story that lines up across, a dozen movies,
Yeah.
dozen angles, not even just one angle.
Yeah, so with the next one comes out this coming year, the next one
Supposedly.
29 ish,
Mm-hmm.
and we get Doomsday in 26 next year, which is way too fast for another Avengers movie.
Oh,
I'm talking about Marvel. Like
No, okay.
this is
Yeah.
paced better based on Cameron's planning. Hopefully,
I think it's been a while since we've had an Avengers movie though.
2019 or is it 2020 that we get?
Endgame was 2020.
2020?
Oh,
I
it
think
might be
2020.
2020.
I think it came after
Before COVID, 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's gonna be 7 years, right? But I feel like I don't want to get stuck on this,
Yeah, yeah. it's
but we haven't really built up to an Avengers movie.
Agreed.
Which kind of sucks because I feel like we're in a DC like universe right now.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, like with the lack of planning for their Justice
Oh, I
League.
get what you.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
I meant. That's what I meant.
I see.
Hey, I don't necessarily agree because I think a lot of the characters are still just floating around
Yeah.
for Avengers that they could pull that off.
Yeah.
I don't have faith in them. But,
Yeah, they need some kind of believable way to bring them all together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But they're there.
Yeah.
already.
There. Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas DC is just like, we don't have half of these characters. Let's just make a Justice League.
Let's
Yeah.
just do it over again.
Let's
with
take
Superman.
20 minutes of the movie per character to bring them all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to this movie.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some good before we talk about the
Yeah.
kid.
Okay. I
The kid, what?
I mean, he's the other bad part of this movie for me.
Okay. Oh, wait, the human kid.
The human
okay.
kid, yeah.
still the water is just crazy. It's CGI water and it looks
Really
amazing.
good.
Drink it.
Yeah, like they are drinking it, like they are in it,
Yeah.
and they're in the movie too. They
They're
look,
drowning in it too.
yeah, the characters look so good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Their interaction with the water, just everything. It looks amazing.
It looks like the level of detail of Thanos, but on almost every character,
Yes,
which is 350 million. It seems like it's used really well in here because it looks like you could live in this planet.
yeah,
Just how real it
and that they're
looks.
real characters and people.
Yeah, and that's
Awesome.
they've come a long way
Yeah,
for CGI. Makes me so mad that. What other movie can you compare to this visually? Maybe Dune, but I feel like Dune is a lot of practical.
yeah. I mean, Dune
Maybe.
is full of CGI, right?
Yeah.
But it just looks grounded in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like maybe that movie and this movie, those are like the closest comparison. I can't think of any other movie that uses its visual budget as well.
I think
this.
when we watch, because we have not seen War of the Planet of the Apes. No, the most recent one. What is it called? Kingdom?
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Because that's also Weta doing all
Yeah.
the
I've
apes and monkeys.
I've seen like 30 minutes of it.
And from clips I've seen, that looks amazing too.
Yeah. Visually, yeah, it looks amazing. I feel like as much as I hype that series up, I think this series has more potential than the Planet of the Apes movies did.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think I'll like this series of movies better than Planet of the Apes, which I still like a pretty good amount. I think you guys talked me down a little bit, but
Because it's not that great of a series.
But visually,
Visually,
like the
yeah.
monkeys and apes themselves, like look crazy too.
you think Andy Serkis would be a good villain for this series of trilogy?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Andy Serkis
Andy
is
Serkis?
crazy with his
Just a big monkey and like,
Motion
oh,
capture.
there's monkeys on this planet.
yeah.
Wow. We didn't find them.
Could
Actually,
have also been, a golem or something.
yeah.
You just immediately went to,
It's right straight to Andy Serkis. yeah.
like, Andy Serkis has been good villains
In
without.
most places, yeah. The fourth movie is called Fur and Poop.
They bring the monkeys from that movie to this movie.
We trained the monkeys to fire the guns like a Planet of the Apes.
And then the fifth one is they train the monkeys to be the avatars.
Oh, what's the title of that one?
What was the title of the one you just said?
Fur and Poop.
I don't know how you follow up with that.
Avatar. Get this. Planet of the Apes.
Avatar of the Apes.
Avatar of the Apes.
Anyway, okay, visuals.
Andy's Circus.
Jake's Circus.
Albert.
Okay, sorry. I gotta throw something in. Come on.
Yeah. What else is good about this movie?
The action was like up to a certain point visually it was great, but then the action kicked in and it was like, wow, this is better action than the first one. I think I want to say better story than the first one, and maybe
I
you
agree.
guys can argue.
Mm-hmm.
The first one didn't have better story or didn't have great story. This one's story's better, but it's not like they haven't tuned it in yet.
Yeah.
Which movie do you like the dialogue more?
Dialogue?
Right, like character to character interaction.
I think this one.
I think this one.
I like the family dynamic better in this one.
I also just like them, and when they talk to the whales too.
Yeah.
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 This one felt more of like the first one preached like the connection and everything. This one felt like a step above that in terms of them interacting with nature. The whole purpose of the movie is like the spectacle of water and
Right.
how they used it and
Yeah.
the creatures inside of it. I I think what holds me from rating this higher is that I almost feel like we get a little bit too much of a show in terms of like them just showing how good their CGI is with certain things. That it's just, man, this was 3 hours for what sometimes, like.
Yeah, I think where it lost me a little bit is they don't show Sully interacting with learning the environment, the way of water.
I don't feel like this is his movie,
No, it's his kid's movie for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
which I'm okay with.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm okay with that too. And
I just feel like they overdid it in some spots, and then they are kind of just repetitive of what they're showing.
CGI masturbation.
Yeah, so literally that's what it is.
Yeah. They're just
Um,
spewing CGI everywhere, man. Which
it's cool.
it's really
Yeah,
cool, but it's
cool.
really long. It's a really long movie.
Which, I mean, I think the action is also so good because we do have that lull in the middle of the family learning stuff.
I almost wish we got the action split in the middle of it too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with them showing me all this like cool CGI effects and things, but then give me back to the story for a little bit, and
Yeah.
then you can go show me some more.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that because then it doesn't feel as long. There was parts in this where it was just like, man, we're just watching sea creatures doing
We're
sea
watching
creature stuff.
Kitty learn.
Animal Planet basically on.
Yeah.
To see more action, do you think that means we need to see more of the enemy avatars?
I honestly don't understand why we didn't,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially with the next part of why I don't really like this movie. Is
Yep.
the kid. Like, they kidnapped the kid, and that's their whole reasoning for them to show the bad guys because of his connection to this
To Quaritch.
to Quaritch, yeah, and how he's technically his son, but not biologically. Like
Not
the
anymore.
whole weird mumble
Yeah.
jumble of that, and I feel like they're setting it up for him to the kid to either be the bad guy in later movies,
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
Quaritch to have a redeeming arc in the later movies.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to show more of their interactions than what they did show.
Or maybe just a struggle between them.
Mm.
Maybe that's where it peaks.
He gave in pretty quickly, the kid did, to this supposed father figure.
Yeah, I think where he kind of wavers is when he sees the Navi kill his biological father and the robot. I think he kind of feels maybe some resentment a little bit for a
Mhm.
second, and then that's where he gets tempted to the
Yeah, that's where the
human
seed's
side.
planted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he realizes how destructive they are and how wasteful they are and how unnatural they are, and that's where he gets like reeled in a little bit to himself. So I feel like they didn't do it as well as maybe we wanted them to do, but there's something there versus just, oh, I just switched because he's my dad. But
Yeah.
there's something there, and maybe they cut out some stuff between them that maybe would have bridged that better.
Maybe.
But there's a little bit there. There's a fine
I
line.
agree with you, but
Yeah.
they could have definitely hit more of that.
Less of the CGI Animal Planet, more of the relationship between the villain and the son, or
The emotional
yeah,
connection.
the emotional connection. Yeah, I do agree. That's why I didn't rate it. Visually, it's great. It's like an 11 out of 10 for visuals, but that's why I'm at a 7 because there were missing some stuff, but
Right.
we're gonna be building up.
I expect it with Quaritch surviving. I expect it to be more emotional
Yeah,
the next
later.
movies until one of them passes away.
Yeah, did you just want the son just to leave him down there, or
No,
I mean-
I think his reasoning could have been justified had they showed more interaction between the two of them.
Yeah,
Which I think is,
it's
I mean,
good.
as a kid, yeah, you're morally like, do I let this guy die? I don't know for sure because
Yeah,
he's not biologically his dad, but mentally he's the same person.
yeah,
And then I don't know. I feel like they kind of took a step back between Neytiri and her acceptance of humans. Like she was definitely more pro get them off the planet, but at the same time, I mean, her whole family is basically half.
Yep.
So she's grown to accept them to a point. Like she knows the good from the bad, and her hostility towards the kid is a little over.
Who are we talking about? I'm sorry, you said Neytiri?
Jake's
Wife.
wife.
Jake's wife. Okay. I figured we were,
Yeah.
but I was kind of lost on the name. Okay, yeah.
Like she's always just kind of like pushing him away. Like I get that she wants him to be with his people, but it was almost like a step back for her in terms of her acceptance towards humans because the kid's not doing anything wrong.
I think she's just scarred from what humans have done in the
I
last
agree.
movie for sure. Like that's got to be tough that they almost destroy the All Mother tree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awa.
There's a lot of damage that has been done to Pandora, and she hasn't forgotten about that. And they're sophisticated, but they're also very
Savage.
tribal, animalistic, and I would expect that. Honestly, it's hard to accept it. Like visually, yeah, your husband is Navi, but also human. So you got to live with that. And
Yeah.
they have 5 fingers, but he's literally is he a general? He's not a general. I forgot what his corporal. He's the son of the main problem of your last movie, of your last big event in your life, I guess. So, yeah. Do you think she was going to kill him at all at one point?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
It was all for show, just to get the daughter back, but
Yep.
maybe she would have killed him. I don't know. She
was in a rage mode. Right?
was in a rage mode.
Yeah. But I mean, that's why he was still hiding from her when he saw her killing the soldiers.
Yeah. It's good. Her with a bow in this movie is like,
Badass.
I would not want to be.
No.
On the other end.
No.
Even
no-
if you're on the same side, you don't want to be near her.
No amount of robots gonna save you from this lady.
Nope.
You better just give back your kid and kiss your butt goodbye because, yeah, if she had arrows, yeah, she's probably the standout when it comes to like the main Navi action. Yeah, but
Yeah, because he's just using a gun. He's just pointing shit.
yeah,
Right.
You know?
yeah,
Click, click, click. She's like doing all this Legolas stuff. You
Yeah.
know?
yeah.
But then the Ocean Navi, the little action we get from them was pretty cool.
I feel like we didn't get
Spears
enough
and-
of them.
Yeah.
We didn't, but
They just kind
hopefully,
of faded into the. They killed a couple people and then just they're gone.
After the big ship blew up, then they left.
what was the storyline with the whale creature? Why were they so against him?
Apparently, like from my understanding, is his mother was killed the way that they were showing the mother and calf got killed,
Yeah,
and he convinced people to attack the humans,
yeah,
and then because of that, like
because
it caused all of the people that went with him to get killed. So then, like their deaths are on.
That whale.
That's why
Yeah.
he's a murderer.
Okay.
Killer.
Yeah. And then, I know the point is, they have is it the story or the rules that killing is forbidden, but they realize that family is stronger than. They break the rules for the family, and so they go.
Mhm.
Are they there to kill the humans, or at least just to get back their kids?
No. You're misunderstanding. The
Yeah.
whales,
Internally have a pact to not kill.
yeah,
Oh,
Not the
whales?
Navi.
not the Navi.
Oh, the whales have a pact
Yeah.
to not
Yeah.
kill. Oh, okay. I thought the Navi's rules were
no,
not
they
killing.
they share like a connection with them, but
Yeah.
they don't have the same.
So they're exiling the whale.
The
or
whale,
whale's rule.
the whale pack
exiled the whale.
exiled the whale. Yeah.
And
because of that, the Na'vi don't interact with him either because
they're honoring that.
They're bonded
pact.
together too.
Okay. But they can't tell that he made a mistake, but he's regretted
it
that.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's their culture.
Okay. All right.
Kind of like in the first movie where she's not supposed to interact with Jake, and then they ended up bonding. And
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that now. Yeah. Okay. It's been a long time. When did we watch that first one for the podcast?
I don't remember.
Did you
Been a
watch
while.
it again? Is that what you were saying? You watched it before this, the first movie?
No.
Okay.
Probably like less than 2 years ago, but
Yeah.
we
Before
watched
video.
it. Yeah.
Before.
Did we
video.
watch it before the second one came out?
I
Or
think
were we
so.
supposed-
Yeah, we would think we were timing it to watch it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's been at least 2.5 years.
Sorry, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Was this better than you were expecting, both of you?
I was ready to be wowed, and I think I was.
Okay. Were you ready to be disappointed?
No, I with what I expected it to at least be the same or better.
Yeah. Okay. What were you expecting?
I was expecting it to be the same, and therefore, I was
Ready to be disappointed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Visually, it's great. Yeah.
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 Yep.
If I just was sat here and they just showed me without me hearing story or anything like that, 11 out of 10. Yeah, I love Animal Planet. You know.
Space Animal Planet.
Alien element.
But it's just like the story and pacing are what drag it down for me.
Yeah.
Not as much as you, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I feel like there's in later movies there's room to improve, so we can get to like a 9, a 10. I don't know if we'll get to an 11 with this story, but I feel like they're taking their time with it. At least they did all the pre-work for the movies,
Mm-hmm.
that they can just push them out every 2 years, and hopefully it doesn't get repetitive.
I think Jake needs to die if
I
we don't
mean,
want it
I feel
to be
like-
repetitive.
I feel like he will die because they built up the characters
yeah.
in this one. I didn't think he was going to die in this movie, but I mean, I felt maybe they would have, because his family's been built up enough. There was a small chance, not maybe like a 8% chance he dies.
Yeah.
Pretty specific, but not anything more than 25% chance.
But I mean, like you were saying, this does set up his legacy now.
Yeah.
So if he dies at the beginning or the middle or the end of the third movie, I think that sets
I
up.
expect him to die
Yeah.
in the next movie.
You
Yeah.
think so? Yeah.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
to move the story along and not get repetitive. Yeah.
You think they will do it, or they'll kill his wife off instead to shock
I
us?
don't think they should kill his wife off. I think they
No.
should kill him off.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It would make the most sense.
Would it?
And it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
Yeah. 3 movies and boom, you're out of there.
You're done.
You're done. Yeah.
No, I think it makes sense for him to die because, like Albert said, they built him up already. He's done what he could do. He's merged these two people together.
Yep.
And they started setting up his kids' storylines and how they're connected with the world, and they killed the one, and now it's his turn. If they don't do it, I'll riot.
Oh, you're
Or
right.
Neytiri.
I think it needs to be him.
Yeah. I prefer him.
So it's either him
No,
that's
it's just
dying,
him.
It's mostly just him.
or
I-
you
it just
or you
needs
think
to- it
or
needs
you
to be
think they'll
him.
do both.
That's not as
In the
it's
same
not as
movie, no.
impactful,
In
yeah.
the same movie,
Not-
no.
okay.
They still need a leader,
Yeah.
whether spiritual or more of the connection.
You don't think any of the kids could be the leader?
Not in the next movie.
Not in the next movie. Not yet.
Not
It
that soon.
depends on how far they jump the.
Yeah. The
But-
time jump.
But I don't think killing both of them at the same time makes sense.
Yep.
I think killing him makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I agree with
And
that.
therefore, it makes me worried that they'll just kill her instead.
Because they're gonna
Because it's like, oh, look at this plot twist, and then I'm just gonna be like, You know, that's dumb.
Yeah,
It needs to be him.
needs to be him.
I was thinking that the whole like,
The whole movie?
yeah,
Like,
like
hope he
he needs to
dies.
go.
He needs to go now.
No, soon. Not now, but soon.
Not now, but yeah. It just, I don't know. It's like
Yeah.
it's like
What?
if they fail this, it would be like them not killing Tony Stark in Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Okay.
Like he's the linchpin of. He's the beginning and the end
Yeah.
of thing, of that whole like sandwich saga,
Yeah.
legacy.
Yeah. Okay.
And it goes the same for Jake. Like, he started it. He started off as the soldier who learned these people's ways, became their special
Chief
chief
guy, basically the chief.
left to protect his family, made some bonds with another tribe. It's time.
It's time.
Mm-hmm.
Ash and fire. If you're not dead, then I'll get you myself.
All right. He's just gonna come back with another avatar.
Yeah.
Can they? I mean, I guess if they get your
Yeah.
consciousness,
They
but I don't
could.
think- I don't think they will do that.
Who knows? Maybe they've cloned him already. They already got his memory, maybe, and then that's the plot of another movie.
They bring him back, but an evil version,
Not
a
evil.
corrupted version, to fight himself.
That's the
Just
plot. That's
Gemini
the plot.
Man.
Just let him
Avatar.
die. Jeez.
No, it's going to be a different guy, directed to kill him.
No, I get it, but
It's just Gemini Man, but Avatar.
I'm so done with
Dude,
that.
you're right.
If they do that, oh no.
It's possible.
In the
though.
next movie, Will Smith comes as his corrupted self to fight him. It's just
how big of a time skip do you think they'll have? Maybe like a year or two.
3 years. 3 years to 3 movies. Third movie.
How old is technically the kids now? I think they're teenagers,
young adults
young
in
adults,
some way,
so
at least
Getting-
10.
They're getting their.
I think they're older than 10.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
They're having to have like romantic feelings. It seems like for other members of the tribe. So I'm assuming at least like
15.
the oldest one 15 or
The oldest
it
one
was
I think is like 16,
16.
17.
Okay, and the middle one's maybe like 15-ish.
Mm.
And then what's Sigourney Weaver's daughter's Sigourney Weaver's self?
14 according to
14.
Wikipedia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the other ones?
It didn't. She was at the top, so I didn't read past that. But
Oh. Like, we
okay.
could have had this answer.
Hold
for us
on.
Already. I
I
know the son's older than her.
All right. First,
Yeah.
it's 16,
You're close.
and then 14-year-old son.
So they're both
Oh.
14-ish.
Yeah.
What's the human age? The human son's age? Does it say?
Oh,
It's gonna
maybe.
be like 12.
Think 12? I feel like he's got to be like 14.
He's got to be older than the.
16.
He's 16.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that. He's a very immature. Well, I guess he's raised by a tribe of wolves, but that's not true because he's also with the human people, the researchers.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that then. He's too immature to be like physically and mentally. I feel like he's very immature to be a 16-year-old.
Physically immature. What?
Because he's not that tall.
You're talking about.
The human.
Yeah.
kid.
Okay.
I would assume he'd be like early teens or 12.
Or 12.
Well, I think it's tough because the Na'vi, even the young adult ones, are still taller than him.
I agree,
Yeah.
but I feel like
We
I
just-
still have a pretty good judge of human height.
Okay, true, but at the same time,
How tall is he?
the whole frame of the movie, he's always with people taller than him,
Is he
except
five-
for the youngest Na'vi.
Is he 5'5" or is he 5'7"?
He's gotta be 5'5".
You think he's 5'5"?
Okay, I'm gonna look up.
Also, okay, so he's also hitting the people with the fire extinguisher, right?
Oh yeah.
The human characters with the fire extinguisher. and
Yeah.
I feel like they're very much taller than him.
Yeah. Okay, 5'5". I don't know if we're gonna get
The
answer for that.
actor's Wikipedia does not tell us how tall he is.
I wouldn't
Okay.
want to be either when you're 5'5". Anyway, what else did you guys like about this movie?
I mean, we kind of touched on it, but the animal designs were, I mean, realistic, quote unquote. Like, it makes sense that they are shaped the way they are and act the way they do in the movie, and it looks really cool.
Mm.
What bugged me about the whale creature is so we get the viewpoint of
Ain't no way.
The
the
POV.
whale. Yeah. Is he 5'5"? Or he's taller.
He's taller.
He's 5'9".
As of right now,
He's not getting any taller.
as of right now, he's a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
So when the movie was made, he was 18.
Yeah.
No,
He's born
maybe
2004.
He was 20.
Was he?
He was 20 when the movie was made, so he'll be 21 this year.
Yeah.
No, wait, the movie was made in
Mid-
2022.
Yeah, yeah.
18. 18. I was right
18,
the first time.
But the filming and everything is like 17.
Probably.
17.
He's listed at 6'2".
6'2"? Well,
He
as of
is-
now?
As of right now.
So he grew a bunch.
he had to have. Like,
Dang.
he was not 6'2".
No, you're right. Yeah.
So they gotta at least go forward 3 years to get the height in there. With maybe heels. 6'2".
Platforms.
But anyways, the animal, well,
Yeah.
they have the eyes on the side of their head.
Two
So-
eyes, two pairs.
So they took the memory of one eye. I don't know. I was just bugging me. I was like,
what are you
how
talking
do-
about?
How do you? I guess you're getting the viewpoint
Of the
of the
whale.
memories of the whale from one eye. But that was a small detail I remembered. I was like, what's the terminology for the eyes on the side versus the front? But anyways, I was for some reason I wanted James Cameron to give me like a panoramic view.
You want to see
I wanted to see what the whale
the
really
vision
saw.
of four eyes?
Yeah, I wanted to see the vision of four eyes somehow.
We're not.
How do you
Why
portray
would
that on screen? You can do it, James Cameron.
he could have? But it would visually in a movie make little sense for us to see.
It'd be really cool to see that.
It would really be cool.
It'd be
I
really
agree.
cool.
I mean, a lot of this stuff visually made no sense.
I mean, yeah, they're aliens, Jesse. They're not
Yeah.
gonna.
I'm saying that to you. So
I agree.
It was okay. It would be okay if they showed the.
Yeah, but they're not going to.
Stretched viewpoint of all the way around.
We get a yellow tinted, slightly wide angle view.
Felt
That's
like he was just
that's enough.
blogging the whole time. The whale.
I'm fine with it. I don't need more.
Yeah.
It'll be cool. I agree.
Yeah.
All he does is a yellow tinted wide angle, and that's fine.
Yeah. What else do we have to say about this movie?
What was your guys' favorite shot?
There was a part when I'm pretty sure it was the middle son was with a whale alien.
In the beginning, like when he first meets him.
No, more towards it was a little bit like it wasn't right when he first met him,
Mm.
but they've interacted a decent amount,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like they're in Middle Earth or like what is the Kong Skull Island?
The three islands, the three brothers.
No, Kong Skull Island, the actual center Earth. What is it called? Hollow Earth.
Okay.
When the camera is looking down, it looks like they're somehow in water that's either upside down or gravity's pulling it in, and they're actually upside down.
Yes.
And I was like,
Oh, you're talking about the camera angle.
the camera angle, they're upside down looking
Yes.
up towards the sky, but it looks like they're in a hollow earth gravity like
Yeah, you're talking about the perspective of the
Yeah, I'm talking
camera.
about
Like
that was
Godzilla, the
Yeah.
legendary
The,
series.
the
No.
air, the air is underneath them.
yeah, that was a really cool scene. That was one of the cool scenes, but that I don't know why it stuck on my head. It's just stuck. I was like, are they in some weird like gravity place right now? But it wasn't. But
Yeah.
they made it look like it could have been. Just a small detail, but it got me. It really got me.
I mean, that's where I like
You heard it here first.
the perspective of
Casey likes Hollywood.
I like the perspective of either being in the air or under the ocean because you've got more dimensions of instead of just being on the ground.
Yeah.
Like I feel what we missed out on in the first movie is like perspective of aerial combat, like going upside down because you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
because you're not really limited, and in this movie you get a lot of that, which is pretty cool.
For some reason, I thought he would say we were missing from Falcon and the Winter Soldier for a second. I don't know
No.
why my mind went there.
Did it bother you when the sky what are they called? I forgot what they're
I
called.
forgot what they're called too.
The flying reptiles.
Yeah, did it bother you when they went underwater for a little bit and then
Flew away pretty quickly. It kind of did, especially with the corporals one that I like. I felt like they might be too heavy.
I'm trying to remember if they tried doing that in the first movie. I feel like they've done that before.
Maybe they've.
I appreciated they struggled getting out of the water, like that makes sense. But I don't know about actually doing it. I agree.
Yes, but then again, it bugged me when the Forest Navi and his family went underwater. I feel like they wouldn't be as buoyant just based on. I know we're talking about alien biology, and I get stuck on that, but I feel like they would be sinking pretty fast. Their body cavities are so small. I think they would have a really hard time swimming
Yeah.
compared
I mean,
to
no,
the other.
that's I think that's perfectly reasonable to say considering that was the whole point of them
In the
in
first,
the first
one,
part.
right?
No,
right?
not the first part, but the first. You're talking about the first movie.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm
yeah.
talking about like the very first part
Yeah.
when they land and then everyone's around them and they're
Yeah.
making fun of their tails
Yeah.
and their extremities and
Yeah.
stuff like that because like
It would really. I think they would have way more
they're supposed
struggle
to they're supposed to have more of a struggle.
than what they had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say,
Yeah.
especially with the movie made it a point to
Yeah.
point it out.
I feel like also at the beginning with Sigourney Weaver's character, I don't ever see her go up for air, but I feel like she's underwater too long. But maybe
That's some weird thing going on.
mystical.
I think is just to prove a point that she's calmer of a person compared
Maybe.
to her brothers,
Yeah. Which is true. This is true.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
she can hold her breath longer. Her heart is not beating as much or as fast to get.
Yeah.
And most of the time, she's sitting there or slowly swimming,
Yeah.
and you can swim more when you're doing that,
Yeah.
or hold your breath longer.
And for whatever reason, she's been chosen by the planet
I think,
to be a vessel of, I don't know.
which I
calmness.
think they
They do a pretty good
show in the
job.
first movie that
Yeah.
that connection with Sigourney Weaver's character.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. I feel like I don't really want to watch the first one again, but I feel like I need to before going into the third one to get some back
Maybe.
details I'm missing. I don't want to.
6-hour marathon. Here we
No.
go.
On their own time. You don't gotta. We don't gotta come in for
Time
every
to
movie.
watch.
We're gonna watch all 6 hours of these movies and then go watch Fire and Ash together.
Well, when is
Take
it?
the day off.
2031. We're gonna do a 5-hour movie marathon.
At that
Join
point,
That's all
us.
day.
Nope. No, at that point it's gonna be a 9-hour movie marathon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like when all 5 of them come out, it's gonna be like 15 hours,
We're just gonna have to keep doing it.
all
until-
nighter.
Oh.
Eventually, I do want to see director's cut of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
I can do that though.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've never seen them, so I wanna
I
see
mean,
those.
those go by quick.
Are those pretty?
Those are logs
Are those
still.
like a 10 or 11? For one you can remember. Have you seen them recently? Are they
It's been
pretty
a
high?
while, but I love the Lord of the Rings.
Do you have the extended cuts?
I think
Blu-ray?
somewhere. I don't know if it's Blu-ray. I think it's DVD.
I have them on Blu-ray, so I got you covered.
All right.
The only thing sucks about them is
They're
each
long.
extended cut, they're half on 2 discs. So
Mhm.
you got to take it out and put it in the
I
next
mean,
one.
that's fine. Give me time to go to the bathroom, eat a lunch, or snack, or something.
When's that happening? When's the extended cut Lord of the Rings?
That's down the line if we have nothing.
Take a break.
we still have nothing. I felt like it's happening before. I think we're watching the first one before we're watching Fire and Ash.
I agree with that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, we got 9 months.
Fellowship Friday.
Fellowship Friday.
I mean, we don't even know if that movie's coming out this year.
What?
Fire and
I
Ash.
feel like it's pretty solidified.
I mean, the specific date is kind of crazy.
Yeah, but Falcon and Winter Soldier has specific dates 3 times, so it
Oh.
could be pushed back. We're not
Yeah.
getting. we're not getting Spider-Verse 3, which I felt like they weren't solidified on the date, but I feel like what's stopping you from putting the movie out?
I heard it's
optics.
I heard it's not getting pushed off as far as the last time you told me.
Okay.
Like it might be later this year, it might be next year.
Spider-Man.
Give me Spider-Man.
Oh.
Give me the Spider-Man 3 we've been waiting for.
Yeah, seriously.
This is like
Give me Kang the Conqueror. No,
give
I'm
me
just kidding.
King the Conqueror.
Don't give me him anymore.
John's had enough of King the Conqueror. You've seen Loki too?
Mm-hmm.
Do
You talk about the
they-
TV series?
Yeah, sorry, the
Yeah.
TV series Loki
Okay.
season 2. Do they do anything with Kane in that season?
No.
Probably not.
No, not at all. Did they cut him out before
I think so.
2? Okay. Huh.
I think controversy came up before the
Before Ant-Man
series.
and Quantumania?
He
He was
No.
already stuck in there.
He was already in there, and the controversy came out after.
Just shortly after that.
Mhm.
When was Loki season 2 released?
before
Wait,
Before Kang.
Ant-Man.
was it before Ant-Man?
Yeah, I think so.
They kind of stuck in a predicament with that, I guess, but there was some other things I wanted to talk about, but like just the message of family. I think this movie handles it really well,
Mm-hmm.
and the amount of lengths that the parents go to rescue their kids, I think, is pretty lacking.
Ant-Man came out first.
Oh,
Yeah, when did Ant-Man come out?
February.
2021,
February 23.
23.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a long time.
no, it
So-
has not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loki came out October of 23.
Oh.
Okay, so pretty close together, but
But yeah, the plot of Loki's second season, I don't think has Kang in it.
okay. I thought for some reason it revolved around a little bit of Kang. Okay. What was it talking about though?
Family.
Family. Yeah. I feel like
It was good.
it's good.
Yeah.
And I feel like Hollywood, for some reason, strays away from family.
Well, I think it depends.
Or maybe right
depends
now,
on this. I mean, most Hollywood movies don't have the plot around a family. It's around action and it's around
Yeah.
romance.
I think right now, for whatever reason, masculinity is seen as toxic, which it can be, but I feel like
well,
they pushing that a little bit too far.
Well, it looks like that because because it's all about the writing. If you
Yeah.
write toxic men, they're toxic men.
Yeah.
If you write about family, you write about family.
But we have toxic men and family in this. You can do both. And whoever the team is for this movie, I have faith in them. I feel like we're gonna get decent movies. We're not gonna you can have toxic men, you can have family, and you can have badass women in all your movies. And
Well, I think the problem is most of the time the toxic men are the good guys. That's what people don't like. That's what they think and that's what they see. I'm not saying it is.
I feel like that recently the toxic men are the bad guys.
More recently, yes.
Yeah, more so recently.
But there was, I think, a time frame where
All your movies were Arnold, and they were shooting aliens, and they were shooting all the.
I mean, the bad men were the good guys.
they were the action heroes,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And then
Yeah.
the taste of most people or what studios think people want change, so they cater to that.
This guy's smart.
Yeah.
So it's not. I mean, it's back and forth. It's what studios think people want, and it's what people actually end up paying for
Yeah.
in the box office.
Yeah.
That makes either sequels come back or reboots get made, and there's no original ideas anymore because
I feel like
we're gonna watch a superhero man movie over and over, or Batman over and over.
oh, what happened?
Can you stop bumping furniture?
What did I drop?
You dropped the book.
Okay. I don't know how, but anyways,
Bump the table.
But yeah, the overall message of the movie was
I think it was really good.
Moving the plot along, it was good.
Forgot what I was going with that, but anyways, it's a good message, and the message between about the kids, and they're not useless in this movie. They have something to bring to the table,
Mm-hmm.
especially the middle kid with the
Mhm.
well, and like not judging a book by its cover, or maybe breaking traditions and
Mhm.
going with your feeling. Same with is her name Kitty or Katie?
Curie.
Curie,
Hold
the Sigourney Weaver's avatar.
Curie.
Curie? I thought it was Katie or something. But Curie,
Curie.
I feel like they set her up to be something unique,
Mhm.
and they can build her up to be a tribal leader or
Spiritual
some
leader.
powerful spiritual leader
Yeah.
in the future. So like sometimes they don't do most of the time they don't do kids well, but in this movie, minus the human kid, I feel like there's something there they're leading up to. They did justice to the younger kids.
Yeah.
They did enough for the older cast, and that it's gonna pay off in the third one in a bigger way.
Yeah. I mean, I do look forward to how they write Spider, because his situation is complex.
Yeah.
And I think fleshing out how he's connected to both sides of the story is hard,
Yeah.
and they would have had more movie to make that connection stronger.
Yeah.
And 3 hours is way enough.
Yeah. There's
It's
enough.
the upper limit of how
Yeah.
much you could really put into a movie.
I'm crashing out right now.
Yeah.
I can hang out. I feel like I could have hung out for a longer movie if it was
Necessary.
if it was adding to it, but
Right.
4 hours is definitely like I don't want to go past 4 hours for any one sitting.
Give me an intermission.
Yeah.
We
In the
have
next,
to have like a mukbang in the middle or something.
so in the next movie, we're kind of headed towards. We think that Sully's character is gonna die, possibly, more than likely. But do we think that we're gonna have a big revelation with the human spider and the father? Are we gonna get that resolved, or is that gonna still struggle into the fourth one?
I feel Jake and Quaritch might die together.
They might die together. Okay,
Maybe it is Spider's decision,
maybe.
or he has a hand in it.
Hmm.
Or maybe Spider sides with. He has to pick a side.
Hmm. Yeah. What side does he choose, though?
Right. Maybe he has negative feelings toward Neytiri and he makes a side.
Maybe we'll get a Kylo Ren style character where he falls and he gets redeemed in a later movie. Maybe. Maybe they
Yeah.
do Kylo Ren's better.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, and for that, I think that Corge doesn't die in the next movie.
You think he sticks it out for the fourth one?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he comes to the Navi side at all? Or is he too stuck?
They could go that way, but maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't think he dies in the next movie though.
Okay.
He'd have to die in the one after. Especially if they're trying to set up the kid for any type of Kylo Ren theatrics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to see them die together either.
the Jake and
Yeah.
Quaritch.
Korg. I almost call him Korg.
Yeah.
Because then I just feel like, what was the point of bringing him back?
Yeah. That's
How
true.
far of a time skip are we getting then?
Because
You know?
right now we're not really personal with the new general that's there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're not really personal
totally
with
forgot
her
about
with
her.
her story.
Yeah.
I want him to put his real height.
You think he's shorter?
He's gotta be. Unless they just really shrunk him down for.
When did you have your last growth spurt?
Maybe. Like, I think I was done growing. I probably grew an inch like after high school, but
Yeah. You're pretty much set.
I was pretty close to set.
How tall? Do you remember how tall you were freshman year? Because what does that put you at, like 14, 15 right there?
Yeah.
and he's about 16 in the movie.
Yeah, but his real life
Yeah.
character is 18.
Yeah. We're trying to go movie.
I get it,
years.
but then for him to make that type of jump, they must have really shrunk him down for whatever reason.
Or everyone's just super tall.
Yeah, this.
But the human characters cannot be super tall. All of them cannot be super
It can.
tall.
It's perspective
have-
of. I agree with
You
you.
have average like fishermen. Well, they're not average fishermen, but you have like the average like human being. With the guys on the boat as well that were hunting the whales. Like they're those.
All
guys,
right, we can play it back.
we could, yeah, we could definitely
Yeah.
could. But I
Yeah.
never felt at any point like he was taller than 6 foot. Even then, I feel like that's pushing it.
It's.
It's literally bothering me right
He-
now.
I can
he's-
tell.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he had a huge growth spurt in the last 2 years
Okay.
of when he wrote whatever you
So how
read.
tall were you in freshman year?
You're still going based off of his character in the movie and not the human behind the character.
Yeah, between 18 and 20, he can grow a lot. He can.
maybe
We don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like. I agree. He is short in this movie
In this
compared,
movie, they make him short.
or he's
somehow.
just short,
Yeah. Yeah.
and maybe he grows half a foot.
That's crazy. I it could be possible,
Like-
but
What was that? The well serum that they took. What was that called?
That's the brain stuff. I
The
don't
brain
think
stuff.
it
That was
stops
the
aging.
de-aging stuff.
Well, it makes it grow, and he got some on him too.
Like, I old high school.
That's a perfect place to look at the scene when they're in the
Yeah.
whale
In the well.
because he's standing next to one of the doctors.
We'll go back to it.
Not today.
Well, we'll pull it up
Yeah.
on Voodoo on our phone or something. We'll do it quick.
Not today. I'm done.
You're done.
Jugs and plugs.
hungry.
I am just tired and I want to go play Monster Hunter. Subscribe to us on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube. We finally did it
Thank you guys,
at the cost of our own sanity.
It's not that.
and half a day.
That half a day, we finally watched The Way of Water and recorded an episode.
Thank you.
I am mentally drained from this topic.
I'm hungry.
Put those away. What are you doing? Stop it.
Xbox.
It's for next time. We can watch anything on Voodoo.
We can watch anything we have.
Yeah, but Voodoo too.
So
Okay.
stubborn.
Jugs and plugs.
Let us know what you guys think about Way of Water.
What's gonna happen next?
What's gonna happen next? Nash and Fire. Are they
Yeah.
gonna go see the Goron tribe, or are they gonna?
Goron tribe.
Please do something else.
What movies are we gonna watch next?
None of
for your next
those.
viewing in the Legendary Sip Theater?
It's either Uncut Gems or The Lord of the Rings.
That's what it's gotta be.
Maybe Eraserhead.
What about
Nosferatu.
Calamari Wrestler?
This is the Legendary Sip podcast, and join us next time for The Wild Robot. Will this be the sip we've been looking for?
I hope you
Bye.
guys like it.
What?
I hope
Wild
you,
Robot?
yeah.
Have you seen this one?
I saw it in theaters.
You saw it too? Wait, what do you mean you saw it?
I saw it.
When did you see it?
How do you think I knew it was on Peacock?
Oh, you watched it just in case?
I
Or
watched
for
it
next
already.
time?
I've been wanting to watch